Shut up and sit down.
Do you like power? Do you like our? Then you love the Power Hour.
Good day! We're back! It's the Power Hour 7. It's 7th heaven. 1 hour in heaven is better than no hours in heaven. We're here, and it's number 7 in the Power Hour of Saga. Chris, how the bloody hell are you?
I'm great, matey. I actually can't believe we've got to number 7, to be honest.
I am shocked that we've done 7, and we're fresh with material. We're not running out.
Oh yes,
It is a miracle. We've set our ambitious target of 70 episodes by the time we go on holiday, which is obviously breaking news. We'll talk about that again later.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned that yet, have we?
No, we haven't mentioned it. But we'll talk about it a bit later. But yeah, it's done well, and I think we've done well during during lockdown. If we are, kind of parading ourselves there. Some business to take care of. The Power Hour. We're going to rebrand. The YouTube channel is going to actually become the Power Hour, and it's going to become Monday Night Tuesday. We did hire a lawyer earlier in one of these shows. We said we would threaten other users of the Power Hour name to court. They won. Unfortunately, we got imminently to hit us up with a top lawyer. He put us in contact with his friend legally. Unfortunately, he wasn't very good. So yeah, we lost our battle. So we're going to rebrand to the Monday Night Tuesday. So look forward to that coming forward to you. And to be honest with you, it kind of soured us on imminently a bit. So we will be missing him this week. We're going to take a breather, step away.
Oh.
But next week, we're going to chat to him, hopefully when we've smoothed this all over.
Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to finally speak to imminently. Well, I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, Ross, because I was looking forward to, I was thinking this is our first battle before the Wednesday Night Wars begin, and we lost.
Indeed. And we've lost even worse. So bit of other news. Unfortunately, we are going to have to delay the release of Monday Night Tuesday. We'll come on to it in the later section, but imminently has messed up again. So we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, Monday Night Tuesday, not live, as you would have noticed this week, but it's coming soon. It is coming soon.
Absolutely. And Ross, I've just got a little message for this volume of the Power Hour, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a sponsor this week.
Ooh.
An actual sponsor. So, this volume of the Power Hour is brought to you by Your Undies. Sick of buying underpants as part of an online subscription? Not sure what to do with your old ones? Well, now we have a solution for you. Let Your Undies take care of it. Simply send your old crusty knackers off, and they'll sort it out for you. Use promo code POWERUNDIES for 30% off the first 3 months of a subscription. So I just want to say thank you again to Your Undies for sponsoring the Power Hour.
Thank you. Very glad to have you on board, guys. And a final shout out from me to Adrian from the Flat Earth UK Truth Society. Brilliant interview last week. Really opened a lot of eyes. I've had very good feedback from everyone who's listened to that, saying just how well spoken he was. Thank you for coming on, brother. Keep fighting the good fight, lads.
Thank you, Adrian. Really opened up our mind's eye, didn't he?
He did. What a character. We'll be soon down to Aldershot in no time.
Absolutely.
Chris, let's have a song.
Lionel Richie, Richard Madeley, Made in Chelsea, Moxley. This is the Commodores with Brick House.
What a winning hand, 'cause she's a brick house. just letting it all hang out. And she's a brick house. Oh, like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a brick house. Yeah, she's the one, the only one, built like an Amazon. The clothes she wear, her sexy ways, make a old man wish for younger days. Yeah, yeah. She knows she's built and knows how to please. Show enough to knock a strong man to his knees. 'Cause she's a brick house. Yeah, she's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out. Hey, brick house. I like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Now, shake it down now. 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 Brick house. Yeah, she's mighty, mighty. Just letting it all hang out. Brick house. Yeah, she's the one, the only one, built like an Amazon. Yeah, shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it, shake it. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down now. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it. Our brick house.
That was the Commodores with Brick House. It's time for us to talk about the Fed in New York / Georgia. The Fed in Georgia had a big pay-per-view at the weekend. It was double or nothing, triple or something, or quadruple and everything, depending on who you ask. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Well, Ross, I did actually. I was trying to be professional this week, and as I watched it, I wrote my notes down. But in true Power Hour style, I've lost them. So I did enjoy. I did enjoy the show though. I think like out of any of the wrestling that's been on since lockdown, the Fed in Georgia, they've really kept my attention out of any of them.
Yeah, I think they've done really well. The shows, I think WWE actually copped on now, and actually started putting people in and around the ring. I think it really adds to the empty arena stuff to have the wrestlers actually cheering on. You got the face and heel side.
Definitely, yeah.
But the main event of Double or Nothing wasn't anything to do with actually being on the ringside. It was the Stadium Stampede. I loved every part of this.
Same, I thought it was amazing.
From the opening, the inner circles entrance with the football gear, all going through the smoke, fantastic. But then obviously, not to be outdone, Hangman Page's entrance on a fucking horse.
On what was Hunter Horse Helmsley? He died, didn't he?
Yeah, Hunter Horse Helmsley died last year. It was Lex Luger maybe, but it was just fantastic. I've written some things down. Yeah, I say Sammy. I think he got chased again by the horse and then by another golf cart.
He's going to be fantastic watching him over the next 10 years.
He's been brilliant. He's absolutely been brilliant since last year. There was that. He was his own personal highlight reel. Obviously, the finish with the one-winged angel off like the stand. You had him, obviously, as we mentioned, being chased by the horse and a golf cart. He got Northern Lights suplexed repeatedly into the end zone, which...
that was brilliant.
Yeah, Matt Jackson
so
got his, what's the name?
100 yards or
yeah,
whatever
but then he, what's the name? He excessive celebration, so he got given a 15-yard penalty. But there was little bits like that were brilliant. Jericho going for the 2 count, or challenging the 2 count. And then Aubrey going into the VAR box, reviewing it and saying no, and then Jericho going, "Well, you're a shitty ref then."
You're not even allowed to be in here.
Yeah, there was that. I mean, I think there was a segment. Someone got super kicked into a goal, and Aubrey actually signalled for a field goal.
Wasn't it Jericho?
Yeah. It's just brilliant. He obviously hit the Jesus effect on the Jacksonville.
The mascot.
Yeah. I think it was all great. I know Hangman going to the bar, and then Hager finding him in there, and there's them saying, are you here to drink or fight? And it's like, well, bit of both.
It was quite brutal, wasn't it, with the bottles of bubbly?
Yeah.
He got it with about 5 of them. I smashed them.
And there was that, but there was also the classic cowboy scene where a Hangman gets slung across the entire bar, knocking all the drinks, which I popped massively for. I'll say 10 out of 10. Love that. My favourite part though was the Matt Hardy reincarnations in the swimming pool. You had V1, you had the original character, you obviously had the Damascus character. I think that was really good.
It was good, that wasn't it?
The highlight me was Santana Ortiz getting in the pool, followed by the quote, "I can't swim," when it was 3 foot worth of water. Amazing.
Climbing down the ladder.
Yeah, and proper selling it like death as well. Brilliant. And then obviously he got locked into the ice box. Yeah, that was brilliant. Little bits in the tour match, just fantastic. 10 on 10. Was sport entertained?
Absolutely.
You all the things on the card. Moxley versus Bodie. Enjoyed it. I think to be honest, I wouldn't have probably put Bodie with Moxley this early. I think he's just come in the organisation. I think they probably needs to build him a bit more. Because I don't think Moxley's right time to drop the belt. But I thought they made him look really good in defeat. He ate a few paradigm shifts. And then, Moxley looks like a badass because he has to change up his game plan and go for a different finish, which was obviously the sleeper hold.
I think that was my favourite. I think it was my favourite Moxley match in AEW.
Yeah. I mean, I think the street fight with Kenny was obviously brutal.
That was just brutal though. That was good, but I mean, actually, just as a wrestling point of view.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it was really, really good. You should see where they go from here. Moxley is, I think, great as a badass, cool champion. I think he's really, really good. I think he's holding the belt well.
Yeah, I don't really want to see him drop it anytime soon, though.
No, I agree. I don't think he should drop it soon, to be honest with you.
But I am intrigued about what they're going to do with the Dark Order, how that's going to pan out. Yeah,
they seem to have shifted from the kind of Vince McMahon character that they were going for originally, didn't they?
Eating the steak.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think it fell a bit flat. I think once or twice it's funny to kind of to mention it, but to keep doing it every week, I think is a bit too much, personally.
Well, they still have that Dark Order fella. I don't think he's a wrestler, but he's on them the video packages that they have, join Dark Order. Yeah. He was at ringside on Dynamite giving Colt Cabana.
Yeah, well, they had the Colt Cabana leaflet, didn't they? So I mean, that's good tease, but interesting to see. In other news, with the women's belt, we now know who it was. Shida. She won the belt, beat Nyla Rose. Very surprising, to be honest, Jim. Didn't think that would happen.
Holy Shida.
Holy Shida. Yeah,
I really like her.
It was a good match. Enjoyed it.
I've been watching it since she came in. I've really enjoyed Shida's matches, so I'm really glad. I was shocked as well, to be honest, that they took the belt off Nyla so early, because she's only just come back, hasn't she? Really?
Yeah.
But... And if they're building her as a monster, but obviously I'm happy with it. I do like Shida. I think she's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Very, very good. Other things, MJF, probably his best match so far with Jungle Boy. Very, very good. I mean, MJF is fantastic on the mic, and he really improved in the ring, at least by evidence of last Saturday. Thought he was really, really good, which is good to see. He's a young guy, so is Jungle Boy, and along with Sammy, they're really going to carry that company for decades to come. So I think.
And I wouldn't see them switching. I think they want to build where they are. I couldn't see them leave. I think that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? With all these up and comers, you think, well, are they going to move on to the Fed in New York, or are they going to stay? But I think they'll stay. I think they can build it around them.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got. I mean, they're all sub 25, so a long future bright. Other news: Cody versus Lance Archer. Cody went.
Crap.
What? Sorry.
A load of crap.
Yeah. Belt looks crap. Match wasn't great, but yeah, Cody goes over. He's going to defend that belt every week on TNT. Fair play. That'll be good.
I'm happy with that, having an actual TV belt. I am happy about that.
Yeah, I liked it when Cena did the Open Challenge, and I think Cody might do it as well. Especially if they can get some one-offs, maybe people over. That'll make some good pops, especially during the weekly shows.
I just don't think it should have been against Archer. The way they were building him up.
No, I think Archer. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
And Did you like the fact that the camera panning towards Mike Tyson and he was yawning?
Yeah, brilliant. It's like quick.
Sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the other thing was Brian Gage joined the Fed in Georgia, won the casino ladder match, so he's got a shot at the belt at some point. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's see how they build him up.
Yeah, I think he's all right. I think he was in Lucha Underground.
I'm not sure. He's definitely in Impact.
Yeah, I didn't see any of his Impact work. Every time I see like people like him, like Ryback, he's obviously bigger than Ryback, but like people like that, I just think you must have the smelliest shits in the world. The first thing that pops into my head.
Roidy McGee. But yeah, that was that was Double or Nothing. I think the big news that came out of Dynamite was obviously FTR debuting, long awaited. We're finally going to get not the Revival, but their
FTR.
Their non-Mexican Union equivalent, FTR versus Young Bucks.
I thought they were going to be called the Revolt.
Yeah, I think there's a legal battle at the moment with the names going on, so I think they're...
Because FTR stands for Fuck the Rest, doesn't it? They've got a t-shirt out saying Fuck the Rest on it.
Allegedly. You know what it means. And then the main event, Chris, spoiler time. They had.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, I was 20 minutes away. Hit me.
I know. Well, they had the Inner Circle, doing a kind of promo in the ring, and then Tyson and cronies came out. Mike Tyson, that is, and had a bit of a ding dong, which was pretty much a copy of the Austin Tyson angle from 20 years ago.
Not one of them kind of ding dongs.
Yeah, literally a push, and then like the locker room emptied. Cody was there trying to sort things out. For me, not. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's. I think you want to avoid WWE parallels, especially an angle that was hot 22 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean,
trying to stay clear as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest, like, do you need Mike Tyson there? I mean, I'm a big fan of Mike Tyson, but do you really need him there?
Yeah, he looked really good, didn't he? I mean, that video of him come back, but I'm not sure it's going to pop the ratings that much, is it?
No.
Do people want to see Jericho versus Tyson in 2020, even in a kind of a, maybe one of these edited film kind of fight things? Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, time will tell. Let's see how they get on.
Yeah, definitely.
And finally, I think the last bit of kind of sad news, obviously 2 deaths in the wrestling world. Chad Gaspard drowned rescuing his son from a rapids off the coast of California. Very sad. And kind of the epitome of what, a father should be, hero trying to protect his son. And then Hana Kimura in Japan, after getting dogs abuse off on social media for her participation in basically the equivalent of like a Love Island kind of thing. So sad. 22, young wrestler, the whole life ahead of her. Really sad, and on the Power Hour we like to have a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun, but the fact that social media it's supposed to bring us close together. Just be a bit nice to each other, please, guys. And that's that's it on that one. So rest in peace to those two. Chris.
And well said, Ross. And finally, I just want to point out as well on a slightly happier note that someone re-signed with the Fed in New York. Ross, who predicted it?
Boom, us.
It was us. You heard it here first,
yeah,
guys.
Finger on the pulse. Drew Gulak is back in the Fed in New York. So contract expired, renegotiated. He's back in. So looking forward to see what they do with him. We said a few weeks ago he's doing really well with Brian. So let's see how that goes.
Absolutely. I think we'll go straight into a song.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
We've chatted on a bit long there. Okay, so we've got Jesus Lars, Buddha Lars, Vishnu Lars, Moxley. This is Allah Lars from Katamaran.
was the Alalars with Catamaran. It's time for Polly's pandemic update. Polly, what have you been doing during isolation?
I think the question is, what haven't I been doing? And it's a
Ooh.
lot. So today was my first day that I could leave the house. So I went on a lovely little bike ride around where I live, around the Pine Woods towards the beach. And it was a lovely day today, so that was nice that I could get out. And then had a social distancing meet up with my uncle. I haven't seen any of my family in months, or like anyone really, apart from like people in the house. So ended up just getting bevied on his driveway for the afternoon. So yeah, it's good that I can finally leave the house now. You know, escape the clutches of the Rona. So
yeah, and with the news today, that we can, from Monday, start meeting 6 people.
Oh really? I didn't see this.
Yeah, so it's part of the next stage. So it's going to be up to 6 people can congregate, including in gardens. So
and not have a meter rule. We'll just do that.
Oh, there's still social distancing. Yeah, but you can't go indoors. But yeah, so still good though. You can sit in the garden. So that will be at least
Maybe we can film an alfresco power hour sometime soon. Then Ross.
Oh, now you're talking my language. Hope not.
And then apart from that, I mean, I'm obviously my I'm trying to become a beefcake in this pandemic, and I think that I finally am becoming. I can feel myself really getting swole, Ross. I bought some resistant bands about 6 months ago, but they finally turned up. So I've been like doing like I've been going on YouTube and like looking at different workouts of like target like certain muscle groups and stuff. And I've realised that like I have none of these muscle groups because I'm aching so much. Like I've never used any of these other muscles. So
if I had a dime for every time I'd use these muscle groups, I would have 0 dimes. How you doing?
Exactly. So apart from that, I haven't really. Again, it feels like this is every week you ask me now. I think the first 2 I had something to say, and then after that I've just been really depressed. Just like I've just been drinking all week. Yeah.
Well, it's a segment now, so you've got to live with it.
Maybe I will become an Alki-Dar.
Yeah, well, actually, that was interesting. I was out before and went past a typical Yadar's boozer, and there was 3 old men congregated outside. They've got like a little kind of grass area outside, and they were all having some cans out on the bench in the beer garden. So I was like, you know what? they're still going to the pub. They might not be able to actually get a beer there, but they're still congregating, so... Yadars really have a very good homing instinct to the pub.
You should have sent them a link to the Power Hour.
Yeah. Hi guys, do you want to come on the Power Hour?
Listen to the pilot episode.
Don't start with the pilot episode.
We mention you.
And we found you. But from our side, I've been off this week, so been doing a bit of DIY around the garden. So we're getting our garden done. So been painting the fence and the shed. I'm knackered and I've got quite the tan, so bit of both. But yeah, it's been quite good for me. Put up a hanging basket as well. Had to use a proper pneumatic masonry drill. That was both entertaining and also quite scary. That I had this tool that could bring down my house, but it didn't. So I now have a hanging basket.
Why didn't you ring up the Tough Nuts, see if they were around?
Well, they're being furloughed, I think, by racists.
They're business
unfortunately,
for a bit.
Fair enough. I was considering ringing them, but when I last spoke to them and they said about them being furloughed, they had some strong views and some strong words about the reasons for that that referenced some minorities, and I don't wish to air them.
Fair enough. Not the views of the Power Hour or Monday Night Tuesday.
And then apart from obviously MNT, we've been doing this radio show now for 7 weeks. Long may it continue. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from some classic TV radio shows, such as Troy in Our Bed in the Morning. That's a good reference there for our community.
The what community?
The community.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so long may it continue. Let's get to number Power Hour 70.
Oh, absolutely. Cannot wait for that. I think it'll fly by.
It will. And so as a segment. So Chris, time for a song.
Kim Kardashian, Kim Jong-un, Kimbo Slice, Moxley. This is Kanye West with Flashing Lights.
hoes and cars. Wood floors in the new apartment. Couture from the store's departments. You more like love to start. I'm more of the trips to Florida. Order the hors d'oeuvres, views of the water. Straight from a page of your favorite author. And the weather's so breezy. Man, why can't life always be this easy? She in the mirror dancing so sleazy. I get a call like, where are you, Yeezy? And try to hit you with the old wafty. Till I got flashed by the paparazzi. These got me. I hate these more than a Nazi.
I know you love to show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. But what do I know?
Flashing lights.
What do I know?
Flashing lights.
I know it's been a while, sweetheart. We hardly talk. I was doing my thing. I know I was foul, baby, hey, babe, lately you been all on my brain. And if somebody would've told me a month ago, frontin' oh, yo, I wouldn't wanna know. If somebody would've told me a year ago, it'd go get this difficult. Feeling like Katrina with no FEMA, like Martin with no Gina. Like a flight with no visa, first class with the seat back, I still see ya. In my past, you on the other side of the glass of my memories museum. I'm just saying, hey Mona Lisa, come home. You know you can't roam without Caesar.
I know you love to show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. But what do I know?
Flashing lights.
I know.
Flashing lights.
As you recall, you know I love to show off, but you never thought that I would take it this far. What do you know?
Flashing lights.
What do you know?
Flashing lights. Flashing lights. Flashing
That was Kanye West with Flashing Lights. Monday night, Tuesday, some big news. Won't be a shock to anyone that we didn't do our first show. Basically, imminently let us down, as we talked about before. He has booked the arena, however, he's booked it only for the first Wednesday in every month, not every Wednesday.
Hey.
So, I know, so poor form. So the show didn't go ahead. However, luckily for us, we're paying talent per show, not per week. So, we're fine, and they're legally screwed. So, just please don't challenge us in the court of law because our legal representation is not great.
Yeah, we haven't got a great attorney, have we?
No, he's not the best. Last time last time I asked imminently for anything, legally was bad. Booking the show was bad. So, but anyway, so 3rd of June, first show, and then first Wednesday in every month, at least until the main pay-per-view, 9/11 Mania. So, look forward to that one.
That's to be honest, that's a while off as well. I mean, that's in November, so we've got a lot of time to really build up our audience and our characters. And
yeah, the 9th of November. So get ready for 9/11 Mania.
I think we actually haven't really talked about that as well, have we? Obviously, we haven't even had our first show yet, and we're kind of announcing the first pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, we were going to announce it. We were going to announce it on the first Monday night Tuesday, but let's try and win some of the audience back, Chris.
Absolutely. So should we maybe run through the card again, Ross? Would you like me to run through it?
Yeah, let's remind our viewers. Yeah.
Okay, so in singles action, we have the fans' favourite. He's my favourite, he's your favourite. It's Oil. Oil will be there in singles action against Man Ranchula. And then we have a tag team match. We have the Tough Nuts, and they're going to be against a Scientist and a mystery partner. It will be a wrestler of his choosing if he can find a partner. And then we have our Battle Royale. We have basically gymnastics. He's double booked. Man Ranchula, he's in the Battle Royale. We have Mikey Shawnells, who was our guest last week. We have Chester Draws and the Chunky Monkey.
Going to be an absolute great show, stacked card, and the scientist will be on later for an interview with us, so we can talk about his upcoming debut and maybe get some information about his mystery tag partner. Let's see if we can get it out of him.
Yeah, we'll see how far he's been searching for that. And actually, Ross, I've got one more announcement to make for Monday Night Tuesday.
Ooh.
So we're not sure what week of Monday Night Tuesday he'll be on yet, or sorry, what month of Monday Night Tuesday that he'll be on yet. But ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of background before we mention him. He works as a children's violin and strings teacher. He's here. It's the Kiddie Fiddler. He is signed to Monday Night Tuesday. It's an exclusive deal.
Woo!
The Marks down in Jacksonville tried to get him, but no, he's exclusive to us.
Big signing. Big signing. It's quite the coup for us.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to having him here. Yeah. Kiddie Fiddler in Monday Night Tuesday.
Brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic signing. And, again, can only apologise for imminently. He'll be here next week. And to be honest with you, we'll be able to get some of the questions from him. Let's find out why he's been so shoddy. He's been in charge of booking the arena, not being great.
And changing, he was supposed to make a new social media page for us, but since the lawsuit, we have to kind of change it anyway, but...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We got sued and lost to be frank, a Twitter page that hasn't been active in 6 years. So, yeah, not great. He's got a lot of making up to do, to be honest with you.
But he will be here next week, though, won't he, Ross?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be here next week. Obviously, now we can, as we said before, we can congregate. So he'll be here in person. We'll social distance and we'll get him in the Lizard Lounge and we'll find out what the bloody hell's going on.
Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Nor can I. Anyway, time for a song. Cash Wheeler, Cash Converters, Cash Me Outside, how about that? Moxley. This is Block Party with Flux.
Run away from you. There is lightning.
that was Block Party with Flux. The man there was crying out saying, "We need to talk." And good news, we will talk to the scientist. Scientist, welcome to the Lizard Lounge.
Thank you.
At this point, I'd like to say that Chris would normally be with me. However, imminently he's dropping out some flyers to him, so he's nipped downstairs to pick them up. So, scientist, it's just me for this interview.
It's a pleasure to be here, Ross.
And it's great to have you here. So, everyone's asking it. You're a world-renowned scientist. Why have you left science full-time to come and wrestle for our company?
It's quite simple, Ross. I had to flee Berlin. I owed the laboratory a lot of money. So I have left the laboratory to go into the squared circle.
And we're very happy to have you here. So you'll be focusing on tag team wrestling, and I think we're looking forward to that. So a bit more on that later. But first, everyone's saying, "Oh, this scientist." I think everyone will know you better from your inventions. Tell the world some of your inventions.
Well, Ross, I made the Dyson vacuum cleaner, the Dyson air blade, the George Foreman grill, the iDog.
Did you mean iPod?
Oh, I made that as well.
Ah, okay, cool. So yes, some very well-known names there. So I'm sure everyone knows all of them. So yeah, this is the kind of caliber of the products that the scientist is creating out there, and he's here wrestling. So very exciting. Question for you: how big is Batista's duck?
Batista. I did not invent that. You might have to ask Dyson if they invented it.
Okay, yeah, we'll get our lawyers onto them. Not legally. He was not very good, but we'll get someone else on that one. On the first episode of Monday Night Tuesday, you're going to be in tag team action, and you've promised a mystery partner. Can you give us any clues on who that might be?
Well, you might need to look right under your own noses. I have scoured the nation to try and find the partner. So you might need to look into your developmental program.
Ooh, wow! This could be big. This could be a call up for the very first Monday Night Tuesday. This would be shockwaves around the world. But Mr. Scientist, I'm sure you're going to do your speaking in the ring. I just want to give it a bit of background on him. You've spent many years in the techno world in Berlin. I think that's why you have such an interesting voice. But there's other reasons for it, isn't there, Scientist? Why you have such an interesting accent and voice.
You see, Ross, I have just left rehab. I have been addicted to insulin for the last 10 years. It has affected my vocal cords.
And to be very clear, he's not a diabetic. He just loves insulin.
You better keep it away from me. I'm not allowed to have any more.
Here at Monday Night Tuesday, we have a very strict and stringent drug policy. So, you won't get any kind of that nonsense in our company. So scientists will be keeping you on the straight and narrow. I'm sure we'll make sure that insulin is kept well away from you. Much like varnish is kept on chest of drawers, insulin kept away from you.
That is good to hear.
I suppose finally, actually, scientists, you have there's this championship opportunity, and again, you want to be working in the tag division, but there is of course that championship opportunity somewhere in the arena. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Ross, I will be scouring the arena up and down, and maybe my tag team partner can help me find it.
That'd be interesting. I'm sure you'll come up with some sort of invention as well to help wheedle it out and maybe use it for good or bad.
I will not be revealing my plans at this time.
Strong words indeed. Scientist, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on the first Monday Night Tuesday.
Guten Tag, Sie boys.
and good day to you as well, Scientist. The Scientist popping in for an interview there. We look forward to seeing you on Monday Night Tuesday with a mystery tag partner as he takes on the Tough Nuts. Now, time for a song. This is Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah with In This Home on Ice. was, clap your hands, say yeah, we're in this home on ice. And that was The Scientist. Great interview, and we're very much looking forward to having him in Monday Night Tuesday. And I can't wait for that mystery partner, Chris.
Oh, I'm very, very much looking forward to that. He didn't really give much away though, did he, Ross?
No, card's very close to his chest, but next week we'll find out who his partner is.
Absolutely.
So, I don't think we mentioned it yet, but the Power Hour is going on holiday. Episode 70 will be from the exotic resort of Gran Canaria, where we'll be live. So, we're going on tour. Great news.
Absolutely. You know what? I really can't wait for this holiday. We've got a long time to wait, but I'm sure that we'll keep reminding people about it.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned it yet, but I think now's the right time for us to mention it.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I mean, it's coming up to. It'll be soon. It'll be like in a year's time. It's weird thinking about that it's not even in a year's time yet.
Yeah, and so we were thinking in everything. What's your favourite part about going on holiday? Personally, one of my favourite things is the airport beer before you get on the plane on the way out there. There's always everyone's always really giddy, excited to be going away. Being in the garden this week, doing a lot of gardening and fence painting. I've kind of gone. I really do miss when you're away and you can just jump in the pool and cool yourself right down. It's great. I love being away. It's great, especially when you're working, you're tired, and you can literally sit there on your arse, do nothing, and get bladdered, and not pay a penny for it.
Sounds like what I'm doing right now, anyway.
yeah, very true.
But I like the way when you say like, "Oh, my favorite bit on holiday is before I've actually got there." I did like that bit. Do you know my favorite part of the holiday is, Ross? I like the plane ride home. That's my favorite bit.
Yeah. Oh, this time last week. But yeah, we asked some of the Monday Night Tuesday wrestlers. We had an all staff meeting when we realised that Imminently had fucked us with the venue booking. So we asked a few of them for some of their comments. So Chris, I've got quite a few. Should I go for two? You go for two, and I'll go for another two.
Yeah, I've only got three, so do whatever.
Do bloody how you like. So basically, he said, I just love having a big bag of Lay's on the balcony after a day of sunbathing. Oh, need. So that was basically, he loves a bit of Lay's. Loves being on the balcony.
Who doesn't?
True, true to his word. I asked the Tough Nuts, lads, you go away, you're in Magaluf, what's the first thing you do? They said, well, we go to the Red Lion, we have a pint of Carling, bit of fish and chips, Only Fools and Horses on the TV. It's like being at home, but with the weather.
Oh, lovely.
I then asked if they actually considered leaving the pub, and they went, why do you want to do that for? Spain's full of Spanish. And then walked off. So, yeah, Tough Nuts. Fair enough. You can't argue with that statement, Chris. Spain,
really
in my experience, is full of Spanish people.
I mean, I think they do normally head towards either Benidorm or Gibraltar, don't they, when they go away? I did have a quick chinwag with Eddie Screw, and he was telling me about that. His favourite Spanish destinations.
Yeah, he's really got the finger on the pulse when it comes to the hot spots. Red Lion, Lineker's Bar, O'Neill's. He said, oh, they're the ones you need to get to, lad.
Well, I was speaking to a few wrestlers as well, Ross, and I was speaking to Chester Drawers, who said he loves nothing more than sitting on a lilo, opening a fresh bottle of Ronsil and working on his tan.
Classic Chester.
I also spoke to someone who we just announced to be signed to Monday Night Tuesday, so the Kiddie Fiddler. He said that his favourite part of holiday is wearing Speedos at breakfast time.
What an interesting man.
Bit odd. Bit of a weird thing to say, but anyway.
Yeah,
and if you don't mind, I think I'll just get my third one out of the way so you can...
Yeah.
You can go for it. So I was thinking a little bit outside the box here, Ross. I didn't actually ask a wrestler from Monday Night Tuesday. No. I asked Adrian from the UK Flat Earth Society from last week. But, unfortunately, I couldn't get through to him. He didn't have any signal. It may be because he burnt down a 5G mast just outside of Aldershot. So, keep fighting the good fight, boys.
Yeah, keep fighting. But you know what? I'm sure his answer would be, I love when you can get on the plane and you can see just how spherical the world actually is.
Yeah, I think his favourite... I think he said to me that his last week that his favourite destination is the Edge.
Ah, how is the Edge?
He's doing fine.
How's Adam Clayton?
He's doing fine.
How's the other one?
He's also doing fine.
When did you last see them?
Last Thursday at a pop concert.
Ah, he was playing?
We were.
Fair enough. I asked a few more people. I asked Oil, and he said he loves the all-inclusive. Just like oil, the beer never runs out. I asked the headmaster. He wasn't very nice, actually. He said, I bloody hate holidays. The kids get too long off as it is, and then they all run round in the pool, splashing everyone, and you can't get the cane out to them. So, interesting take on holidays from him. Maybe you should consider sandals.
Strong words indeed.
Very strong words. And of course, I asked Greg what his favourite part of going on holiday was. He replied, done. So, the strongest words, best to last, I find.
Oh, even stronger than the headmaster.
Yeah. Jean-Pierre Gabamin, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Levy Johns, Moxley. Polly, how do you think it went?
Oh, you know what, mate? PH7, I'm in heaven. Loving it. Love it, mate.
Yeah, 7 shows. 7 whole hours of power for your listening pleasure now. So I think we're really getting to swing of things, aren't we?
Who thought at the start of quarantine that we'd be 7 volumes into the Power Hour?
Absolutely. And, I was having a good think about this the other day, and it's like, if the nukes started to drop now, and a civilization grows out of the end of the earth, they might wander upon the Power Hour at some point in some forgotten server somewhere, and would be history makers.
Well, I think they've maybe come across the Lizard Lounge. It'd be like on Lost where they find that hatch. I think they will find the Lizard Lounge.
But yeah, of course we'll be there. We'll be the hatch. Why not? Lizard Lounge is never going to die. But yeah, we bit of news. We mentioned it last week. It's official. For our 10th episode, we're going to have a conspiracy theory special. Woo! So get them in now. Tell us your favourite conspiracy theory. We'll look into it and we'll review it.
And if you'd like to come onto the Power Hour for that episode and maybe have a little chat with us, just like Adrian did, then feel free to message us, tweet us, follow us on Twitter, and maybe we can do that. And even maybe Adrian, if you're out there, maybe you can come back on. Yeah, AD, if you want to come back on, mate, you're more than welcome again. Absolutely. I think he was, he really, for me, really stood out as a beacon of knowledge. I think he was very, very clever. So, by all means, Adrian, if you've got any more outlandish theories, then we'd love to hear them. Don't get me wrong. For me, the flat Earth stuff, it's a dead duck. Who cares about a dead duck? Not even Batista. He just flies away all sad. Poor Batista. Yeah. How big is his duck? We'll find out one day. Maybe that could be. Maybe that's one of the things we can talk about. Maybe that's one of the conspiracies we can talk about. Well, let us know how big is Batista's duck. If you want to hear that, ladies and gentlemen, get in touch. Absolutely. But next week, we've got an absolute humdinger of a topic for you. We've got what happens when you die. So let us know, everyone. Let us know. What do you think happens when you die? Don't say nothing. No. We want some actually good answers. So get them in. Comment on YouTube. Tweet us. Carry a pigeon. Smoke signal. OnlyFans
text,
DM.
OnlyFans
Thank you.
DM,
I want to actually say we haven't actually mentioned that since the pilot episode, Ross. I just want to say thank you very much, everyone, for supporting my OnlyFans page. Unfortunately, I have more subscribers on that than the Power Hour does. But maybe you can bring them across. It's just the quality content that I give out every day. Maybe they start putting out the Power Hour 6 across your nudes. Well, who mentioned nudes? I have a very tasteful OnlyFans. Well, don't take my word for it, guys. I don't subscribe. I won't pay that £4 a month. The 11 subscribers I have. Yeah, ask them. But yeah, next week, why not? Tune in. What happens when you die? Who's that? What's that? What? Chris. The lights are going. The lights are going on. The lights are coming on. The lights are coming on. It's him. It's the Overgiver. The Overgiver's here. He's in Monday Night Tuesday. He's in the Lizard Lounge. We're out of time. We'll have to interview him next week. Thank you, everyone. The Overgiver's here. Thank you. This is I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road and leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. And if my love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by